Hey guys, today I am doing another diagnostic video, this time on a front loader washer. I haven't actually done any front load washer videos. This is a Samsung WF42H 5000, I think. I gotta check the door again. Yep, 5000. Anyway, so if your control system looks like this on the control column, we're going to show you today how to put it into diagnostic mode real quick. Samsung has a really good diagnostic system, both for a service mode and a test mode, to find error codes as well as do some tests on this washer. And it's not very hard at all. Just make sure it's plugged in, but the console is not turned on yet. One mode requires it to be totally off, but power to the machine, and then the other one needs the power to be on. So we're going to learn about how to do all of this over the next few minutes. Clearly to my sides I have refrigerators, so I don't have this plugged into water, so we're not going to do some of the advanced tests on it, but we'll at least show you how to get into it and what you can do, not what it does. So let's go ahead and begin with this machine. And it doesn't matter if the model number is slightly off, different from this, as long as the panel's the same, you should be able to get in diagnostics, and Samsung still makes these and they're still available at Lowe's for like $700, so pretty popular machine right now, and they break a lot. So let's learn why something could go wrong and what the codes are. For putting the system into mode to check error codes, first power on the machine. Once it is fully powered on, press and hold the delay start button as well as the soil level button as circled. If you press them simultaneously and you've done it right, you'll hear a chime and the display will show all zeros. To begin the error code checking process, press the soil button once and the letter D should appear on your screen, indicating that the washer is in error code diagnostic process. Once you're in this mode, you can use the jog dial to turn the knob either direction to cycle through the codes. This machine doesn't have any codes in it and is in good working order, but as you scroll, you should get multiple codes to show up until the order returns to the letter D, indicating all the codes have then been displayed. Once you are back to the letter D, press the spin button again to exit the error code mode, which will let you do other tests. And if you did get an error code, I'll have the list of codes on the screen later, what they may be and how to possibly fix them as well. Pressing the soil level button will bring up the software version of this unit, which could be helpful to troubleshoot certain issues that may be common to certain software versions of this washer. But in my case, it didn't really help. Another super helpful mode is the spin test mode, which will force the washer into the spin mode. Press and hold the delay end and temperature buttons until the door locks and the machine begins to spin. As this mode runs, you'll see the digital display act as a tachometer, showing how fast the drum runs. One super interesting thing is that the Samsung VRT washer will always shake really bad between 300 and 400 RPM until the counterweights align correctly, leading to a much smoother operation in spin mode. Now, if that doesn't happen, there's a major issue somewhere, either between the shocks, springs, or spider bracket, or maybe another minor component, so watch out for it. This mode will ramp up to about 900 RPMs, but you can cancel it by hitting the temperature and delay buttons simultaneously to end the mode. It will need to slow down and drop the RPMs to 0 before you can open the door via the lid lock if you need to. Now, these are some of the other commands that can be done in this service mode. Cycle count will show you how many times the washer has been run since it's been purchased. The software version button will display information about the system. When you're in the error code mode, you can also hit the start button to display how many cycles the washer has done since the error code has popped up. Now, I didn't have any codes on this machine, so it's about as useful as a pool table on a sailboat. So we didn't really go over that when we were checking error codes. Now, to exit out of the mode, simply power down the machine by pressing the power button. To put this washing machine in quick test mode, you need to make sure that the power is not on the washer. With the screen off, press and hold the spin, soil level, and power buttons simultaneously for about 5 seconds to activate the quick test mode. Once in quick test mode, you have 4 tests to choose from: a door lock test, a drain pump test, a water valve test which requires you to have the door locked by pressing the spin button, and then finally a memory clear test, which you press the delay end and power simultaneously and hold the buttons at the same time to do. Now, I decided not to do these test modes in the video manually for you to see because I didn't have the washer hooked up to water or the drain hose in a drain pipe, but you get the idea on what this test does. To exit out of this mode, simply press the power button again, and you should be ready for whatever you need to do next on this washer. So now we can go to the error codes that you may need help on. These are the primary codes on a Samsung front-loading washer. Many of these codes are concerned with loose wires, so always make sure to check for loose or damaged wires, with the unit unplugged of course. Also make sure to check whatever component is involved with a failure, such as the drain pump, door lock,